So this is at one of the pull-offs going down Highway 1 towards Anchorage. And this is actually lit up a little bit. You can actually see some of the blue sky, but you can't really see the mountains. And for a while, I couldn't even see them without polarized glasses on. That last year when I did that with my girlfriend was amazing. This drive was one of my favorites on the highway in Alaska, but the smoke is hanging heavy. In some areas, I can't even have my windows down. I just talked to somebody who was heading towards Tok, and they're even getting some smoke up in that area too, so hopefully it clears out the further west that he goes. So I'm still deciding on what I want to do once I get down to Anchorage. I'm going to meet somebody that reached out to me on Facebook, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to go to Whittier or go down to Kenai. This is kind of changing everything for me. It would be good to get out of Alaska since the smoke is bad, and try to make up a little bit of time and take the western route down south, but I'll have to decide that over the next night or so. For now, I'm going to go to Anchorage and enjoy what little view I have. It really is a bummer. I'm seriously disappointed about this. You can't help nature when it comes to this type of thing. There's nothing I can do about it, but it is kind of sad. I came all the way out here with the Jeep and was hoping for some really pretty drives, but it's a bust. Oh well, I'll see what happens next. August. It's about noon, and the spot that I stayed at last night wasn't all that great. I didn't film anything. It was just on the side of a side road. I actually just crawled in the back and called it a night. I didn't even move anything around. And then when I got out of there, I just parked at a parking lot, made coffee, and edited some video in a trail parking lot. So this is what my view has been like all day today, and it's not supposed to get much better over the next few days. So because of the smoke and also because of the weather, it doesn't make any sense to drive down to the Kenai Peninsula, and actually they're recommending that people don't drive down there. So I am heading towards Whittier, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that tunnel, since there's really not a whole lot else to do down here other than try to catch a stream where the salmon are running that I visited the last 2 times I was here. So this is where the Seward Highway and the Portage Glacier Road separate to go towards Whittier, and then down here is a nice viewing stream for salmon. So it's called the Willowa Fishing Overlook or something like that, viewpoint, and it's great as an easy access point to check out 3 different types of salmon that swim upstream from I think it's late July to early September, and I think it's just the one type that goes all the way till October. But you get to see this fish you know, swim upstream. I've never seen a bear in this area, but I'm sure that there are bears feeding on the salmon. But it's a nice trail that goes along the stream, and worth checking out. So last night, one of the good things about being here in Anchorage was I met somebody that reached out to me on Facebook on an overlanding site. So we met for dinner and just talked about overlanding, you know, him living out here in Anchorage, and it was great to talk with somebody else that has the same interests. So his name is Ralph, real nice guy. And the great thing too about meeting him is that he offered to let me use his driveway tomorrow to check out my hub, and at least have a driveway to do that on. So last night, with my camping spot being a bust, I'm either going to stay in Whittier tonight if I find a decent spot, or I'm going to stay across the bay outside of Hope and at least have a decent spot tonight to stay at, because this is the last thing that I'm going to really do here in the southern part of Anchorage and this area. But Ralph did say that if I haven't done the Denali Highway, I need to do that. So that's going to be my plan after I leave his place. I'm going to head up towards Denali and Talkeetna, jump on the Denali Highway, take that east, and then that's going to dump me out on the highway that I needed to be on to take the southern border route out of Alaska and back onto Canada, back into Canada. And from there I will continue south, and my plan is to go to Washington State and to Portland to meet up hopefully with a couple of people down there. He gave me another recommendation of where to stay outside of, well, it's the southernmost town in Alaska that you can drive to. I think it's called Hyder. So I'm going to go ahead and do that too, and hopefully the weather will cooperate a bit more, but if not, it should still be a relatively pretty drive and bring me back to the lower 48. So this is the fish viewing area. We just crossed over the creek, and so it's a nice open spot here. And then to your right there is a fish viewing area, and then you can walk the whole trail. But as you can see, it's really windy and kind of rainy, so I'm going to get out my rain jacket and show you what I'm talking about. So there is the fish viewing platform, and then down there is a trail that takes you along the creek, but most of the fish are in there right now. So right down there you can see a few of them kind of fighting over some territory, but because it's so late in the year, there are a ton of floaters I've noticed all over the place, but quite a few of them running around here. And I'm going to continue further upstream. It's kind of a cool hike when it's a nice day, nice view of the glaciers and other things, but with it being rainy, it's kind of distorting the view. There's a couple of red ones swimming around. I know that those are a different type. I can't remember what they are though. So this is where my trail is going to end. There's not a whole lot to see in the distance, and so since I've done it before and actually saw it when it was nice, I'm not going to do it again. So yeah, I'm going to head towards the Viair tunnel and do that. I'm primarily just doing that for the YouTube channel, and I am hoping to find a spot that I can stay at tonight and just stay the night in Viair. So see how that goes.